Hey guys, welcome. Okay, so I am so very late to the game. Um and I also missed coming for Xian Yun, was that her name? Cloud Retainer. Anyways. I was waiting until the last minute, but unfortunately I missed the last minute because I was still deciding whether I would pull for her or not, but yeah, that
You think I've got a
that
sharp
has
tongue?
already sailed.
I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it...
In any cases, let's go and do the event.
Maybe that's their problem.
As you can tell, I don't play much Genshin these days. But since I already have a 10 of this, let's go. Let's see if the next character in the next one would be any good in the next version. Is that right? Because I know there are only 2 faces per version, right? And we're already on the second version. Anyways. Right, the lantern, right. It's been a while since I've been in Liyue.
We may leave at any time. Gonna be epic!
Zhongli is really the only one that I haven't switched off in my party. I may as well just be a Zhongli bee. Here we go. It's Kaching, and is that Chi-Chi?
Kaching and Charlotte!
Oh,
I never
nice.
thought she'd see you two together.
I was mistaken.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
It's so surprising to see Charlotte
Well, yes.
in here.
And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Oh.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
Yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about.
Oh.
But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people.
Well, that was
I'm
right.
not sure that
She
quite counts as
she's
fostering
been to
cooperation.
Mondstadt too.
In the end,
after all.
we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
So that they can fly without the need of
Well,
wind.
you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans, after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think? Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
Sounds awesome.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
You see, Miss Kuching, that does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Why?
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now.
You mean
to
they're
me,
used for something else?
There's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true and sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found."
Why did you stop? Send them love, send them words, send them homeward bound. Wait. Why did you stop? Are you going to say something else again? Is this another glitch? Just like that Paimon glitch during the Fontaine event. Alright, let's wait for a little while. Maybe this one is really nothing. Fine,
In the
let's
past,
go.
poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic
That's
rural
just like a
scenery.
ting.
If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity,
Like a
they will
ting
not
view.
only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship. My grandfather told me that, back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string. Then,
It's amazing
you
how
look
there's a
towards the
J
sky
chamber
and release the
right
kite
there.
to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissor-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small
Is it this
variations
one?
in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Hope it goes well.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate. The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
We'll be
Oh,
there.
Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then!
All right.
Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those 2 people lurking over there?
Yeah, I see them.
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now?
And then they
They
turn
seem fishy.
around. The cheesing do attract a lot of attention.
Well, yes, but something's up. Paimon just has a bad feeling. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin.
Was that in
You go right, Paimon will go left.
Wait, time. That's such a ninja move. What? The Oreo bask into something like. Alright, let's go. Well, that was the short. Oh?
It is with such an air of urgency that you
Wait.
appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
But
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from?
that's so
You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy.
enlightened.
Don't think we
Wait,
didn't
they
notice you
talk so
eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you
weird.
were up to no good. Tell us everything,
It's also weird. It's more like old way of talking. You know, like
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Moon Carver. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
what? Moon Carver? Oh, he definitely looks so different. What? Wow, that I did not expect. But wait, what? If this is Moon Carver, then this is definitely another Adepti, right? There are only 2 other Adepti, and we already know what Cloud Retainer looks like. So this has got to be the other Crane Adeptus. No way. No way. But why? They're so normal NPC looking. Are you telling me they're not going to be playable character too? I mean, they're not going to be playable characters. They're so normal NPC looking. No. And here I was thinking of collecting. Although I missed it that time.
That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
Excuse me, Payment correction. If I remember correctly, during the last lantern ride, I do remember that the 2 of them sneaked out. The 2 of them traveled out. I remember making excuses to Cloud Retainer so she wouldn't go with them. So I suppose this is the first time we're seeing them roaming as mortals. I mean, it's not surprising. We do have Zhongli after all, you know. And Madame Ping too. There's also Madame Ping. Oh, now that I remember it, would Madame Ping also be a playable character? Now that I think about it.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Oh, right. It is
Indeed.
Mountain Shaper.
Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The 2 of you may call me Jiahu.
This certainly sounds like Mooncarver, but Mount. Is it because I don't see Mountain Shaper ever since the Archon quest that I don't recognize his voice? No, if I remember correctly, during the cooking contraption of Cloud Retainer, he was there, right? But I don't recognize his voice.
Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands.
Oh no,
We'll go straight to
Private.
the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a Adepti.
Private.
Preposterous! Utterly preposterous!
If you really claim to be, perhaps you can prove it.
Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
During the last lantern rite, we gathered at Mount Hulao with Rex Lapis
Right.
and made use of
This
Cloud
one.
Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some
Right,
recollection.
this is the one.
The flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
The two of them are fighting now.
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
I suppose they're really hard to adapt.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon's sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
Take it as a compliment to the quality of your disguise. People will be able to see through it.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just... Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Moon Carver? It's not
Wait.
really your thing, is it?
No, I don't understand. Why would Mountain Shaper be here? I think Mountain Shaper is also one who does not like going to Liyue. Cloud Retainer is more likely the one to come here. After all, Ganyu is here. Shanna is also here, so Cloud Retainer has more of a reason to come here than this two. Xiao on the other hand, well, duties, gets him to Liyue from time to time. What?
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor.
What? Cloud
With
Retainer
Lantern
moved?
Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
What?
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid, Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
I suppose they found out the reason
So,
why.
you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Because of the machinery that makes the kite fly by its own without having the aid of the wind.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the
Yeah, the
belief that her
mechanic
skill in
stuff.
mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Rite!
They don't, but they
Thank you
also,
for your kind words. We shall now depart.
they also don't have vision. I think Cloud Retainer has a vision, right? I do think she has.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along! Well, still
Didn't
pretty
expect
early.
that.
Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better.
Cloud Retainer also has... yeah, she does have. She does have right here. But those two didn't have any, so does that mean they're not going to be playable character? Anyways, let's go to the kite stall. That was so surprising.
Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
We want the Jade Chamber so we can nuke it.
And a butterfly! And oh!
This Jade Chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Yeah, you could use.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Can we use it to nuke them,
Of course.
the enemies?
The Jade Chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Gaming? Oh, Gaming.
Is
The new
Gaming
four-star.
the guard you just mentioned?
Well, yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families. So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
We expect we'll help.
Oh, wonderful. You will, of course, be compensated for your efforts. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume. Should be on your right.
Be sure to come
Wushu
back if
dance
you'd like to buy a
costume?
kite. I'll even give you a discount.
Alright, let's go.
So lively! This is how a festival should be.
Let's use...
There's still a long road ahead. You called?
And let's use
May knowledge guide you.
Shincho, because he's the one who has a new costume after all. Maybe I shouldn't have used the Gale element on the Traveler, but yeah, but... Oh.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way. Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect, Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Yilong Wharf.
Oh, that must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
Yeah. It was surprising that he just had to look
There probably
all
aren't many in
frightened.
Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah?
No thanks necessary.
So, you here for Lantern, right?
Of course,
It's
as
always
always.
so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Elong Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect! We'll go together then.
It's too
I'm
bad
good
I
at directions,
missed
so
it.
just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time.
I'm actually more interested in
The
looking
ingredients
for
are
the
fresh,
couple
the portions are
Liyue
generous,
coming
and the prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise, you won't be disappointed.
Order anything?
5 minutes to be drooling already.
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends, too. It just shows how close you are.
He has a mole on
You
his
need to
neck.
pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard, after all.
Wait. It is so nice to see my graphics a little bit much more better. Paper shadow forging. Oh, yeah. Too bad I missed. I also missed Gaming. Well, I can only wait until another until the next phase. I don't particularly like Yai Miko. I am very bad with casters too. I suppose the exception would be Wanderer. Because his E-skill doesn't really have to be that. Wait, where is this? It's so far away. Ah, the wharf. Oh, that's right. We have a new area. This area right here. So, if I am going to make a guess, this new area, then the north of this where would Natlan be? Or is it? Wait, if I remember correctly, they also said that it wasn't the desert. Natlan is beyond the desert, so it could be somewhere here or somewhere here. Is it past the desert? So what area could be here? Is it Snezhnaya? Anyways, wait. I already have a waypoint in here, but it's still covered. Exploration and adventure. Oh, this must be the new area too. Right, this is a symbol of the new area. Eh? Wait, what's going on? Carp's rest? What? Welcome. One's name is Fujin, the local adeptist. Oh, wait. What? Oh, I didn't read that. That was so quick. Huh? We were still doing the delivery just now. How did we suddenly end up? I see, so the paper is used to make kites, yes? I can feel festive fortune emanating from you. I hope that this sudden invitation will not ruin the fun. Fujin, so she's also an adeptist, is he? Eh, well, happy lantern right. That's it. Pym is not sure this counts as an invitation. Huh? Were we the only ones brought here? Yes, my apologies for worrying your friend, but only the two of you have surpassing compatibility with the local spirit veins, which is why I could only invite you in. You know what? Yes, your names were carried here by the fish that swim, and I have thus long anticipated your visit. It is a pity that it is now not quite convenient, else I would have invited you to a tea tasting banquet. Speaking of which, I am quite sorry, but I have a request to make of you. Please speak. Thank you. I presume the two of you have heard of the tea village of Liyue Vale. Qiaoying village? Am I pronouncing it right? Qiaoyi. This land has been famous for its cold, fragrant waters since ancient times. The people are of gentle character and the pristine pebbles in its streams are exquisite. I hear a butt incoming. Precisely, the waters and soil of Liyue Vale have begun to change recently, and as has the scent of its sea, Qiaoying village will inevitably decline should this persist. One hopes that Yuta can resolve the disharmony of the soil and water on one's behalf. The water veins are spread across the mountains, but my power is no longer sufficient, nor is the present a good time for me to move about. Thus, I must rely on your kindness and aid. And we need to deliver some goods. Well, this is all a bit sudden, and we need to deliver some goods first. Well, this is a bit sudden. Yeah, and we aren't exactly experts when it comes to this stuff. Is there some problem that Traveler can just solve with lots of violence? Just as I heard, you are quite direct, but fret not, you are clear by nature and should perceive clearly the difficulties you encounter. You can even perform your delivery first. It is no issue. Wait, could this be the other event? The battle event? There is another event here. Still not quite getting it. Yep, I get it. No worries. Well then, allow me to share some of the adeptal energy dwelling in the mortal world with you, Traveler, to aid you in traversing the landscape and piercing the fog. Alright, it's nice to meet you. Eh? Welcome to this place. Welcome to Liyue Vale. Also, happy lantern right to you. That was very weird. Yep, happy lantern right. Thanks, even though we were just delivering them. Right, what do you mean, welcome? This was clearly a kidnapping. I'm really sorry, but I was quite looking forward to meeting you face to face and was rather hoping you two would be magnanimous enough to forgive the impropriety, yes? Now that you have been dealt with my adaptal energy, Traveler, things will become much more convenient. Now please try the wonders of said energy for yourself. Golden Carp's Leap game tutorial. Oh, this is the one that I saw a glimpse of this, although I don't actually watch the special program. But I've seen some of it, of course. Some snippets here and there. Hemiglyphs wander in pearls of water scattered in the wilds of New Vale that have absorbed errant adeptal energy and now float. Use the adeptal energy granted by Fuji to briefly transform into a golden carp fish and enter them. Once you're inside the pearls of water, you can go anywhere you please, and you can hold the jump button to leave vertically. This way you can cross the mountains of forest with ease, just like the golden carp fish in Legends of yore. Oh. Can you tell us something else? By the way, Paimon's not sure if this is an appropriate thing to say, but your aura seems a bit different from that of the other Adepti we've met somehow. My friends have said similar things before, but surely it's only natural that each individual Adeptus has an aura of their own. Wait, you just said person. That's very sus. Your friends, huh? There must also be formidable Adepti like Moon Carver or Mountain Sheeper. Very sus. Yes, that's exactly how it is. It's just that those two friends are probably busy taking care of their own affairs right now. That is why one must leave this business of nursing the water and soil to the two of you instead. I don't think she's actually acquainted with Moon Carver or Moon Shaper. Or any of the other. Anyways, still not sure what exactly it is we're meant to do, but we'll go take a look anyway. Yeah, let's go take a look. Oh. The touch of heaven. I forgot something important. If you see a golden, can you hear me? Wait, why is it becoming laggy again?
Oh, you're back! Jeez, guys, where'd you go? One moment you were there, the next you disappeared. You scared the life out of me.
We're so sorry. We were just, it's kinda hard to explain.
Fair enough. Well, the mountain road is pretty hazardous, and it's easy to get lost in the fog. So from here on out, stay close to me.
Got it! Let's keep going!
First, let's go and activate the statue. But why is it so lag? Why did it suddenly become laggy? Maybe I should put this to 45. Dynamic character resolution. Wait, if I remember correctly, there is a loadout now for...
Go!
Oh. Combination 3, Shimenawa, Vermilion Hereafter. This is the one that I'm using right now. it increased my crit damage, but my crit rate decreased to 68. Huh. Well, I suppose I don't really have to. I can get the crit rate to. They should be acceptable, but just in case. Wait, how am I supposed to do this? Uh, Wait, I still couldn't figure out what to. Wait. I thought that this was supposed to be a loadout, but the way that it looks, it's like just a quick configuration instead. Anyways, let me just open this one. Whoa, wait, is that? Oh. Hello. Oh. Oh, so cute. What is that on your back? I hope it's not. It's sparkling. That means it has to be a material, right? That means I'd have to kill this guy if I want to get the material on his back. But let's not do that right now. Anyways, let's open this. Oh, there it is. Oh, there we go. There's still one more over here. No. I've already completed this, you know. Oh, that is so awesome. So that's what it looks like when it's completed, and you're just going to open it. So that was so cool. Anyways, I can see Celestia over here. Let's resonate with Gaio. That is so cool. Should I take this lotuses? It's not an item, I guess.
Ooh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there.
Wait, can I... Can I capture? Can I capture this creature? Wait, where is it? This target cannot be captured. I am curious though. Oh. Oh, okay. But what about Zhongli? I am so sorry, but I am very curious. Oh. Oh, so that's how it's done. He doesn't die. At least he doesn't die. He's just going to hide in his shell. And he'll just give us the thing on his back. It's good to know at least. It's good to know. In any cases, that'll be it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's so awesome. It's too bad I can't capture him and put him on my teapot.